Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again. Here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing my actual video review for The Walking Dead Season 4 trailer. Okay, so I did do a first viewing reaction video similar to what I did last year. However, with this one, I don't know if you guys would have seen it or not at this point when I'm filming this. When I posted this, you'll know whether or not it was released because the sound was playing in the background as I was watching it first viewing to do the reaction for it. And as a result, YouTube may not let it through. I guess we'll see what happens with that. You guys will know better than me. By the time you're watching this video, you'll know whether or not the first reaction video is posted or not. So all of my enthusiasm, basically, for the Season 4 trailer was stuffed in that video. So hopefully that gets released and YouTube doesn't take it down or something because of the background sound, music and stuff like that. It was okay last year for Season 3, but for Season 4, I don't know. For some reason, they're giving me trouble. So hopefully that's okay and my account doesn't get striked or anything crazy like that. Okay, so now, if you guys have not seen the trailer yet, if any of you haven't, the link is in the description. Go ahead and click that there and watch the trailer before hearing my review because it's something that you should see before you see a review of it. So watch that first and leave this window open, come back, and then watch this after. So I made a list scene by scene so we can go ahead and talk about it and do some speculation and do an actual in-depth, thorough breakdown or review of the trailer since it is packed with all kinds of different points. I have 15 different points here to touch on, so this video I'll try not to make it too long, but it could be pretty long. So without further ado, let's get started. Let's do a breakdown, talk about it, and do a review for the Season 4 Comic-Con first trailer for The Walking Dead. So the first scene. So the first scene we open with in the trailer, we have Daryl, Sasha, Tyrese, Glenn, and a couple others. One new face of a kid I don't know as well, so I think there's a couple other people there, and they're getting ready to storm the big spot. Michonne's there too, and Sasha's basically like giving them orders on what to do. That's a weird scene for me. That's weird that she's telling them what to do or trying to tell Tyrese or Daryl what to do. You know, Mrs. Bossy Boots. It's just it's weird. I already don't like her as a character to start with. I don't like her face. I don't like the way she looks. No, it's just weird to see her try to tell them what to do when it's like she's probably only alive because of Tyrese, and Daryl is way more kick-ass than her, and he's the one who should be giving orders, not her. But anyway, that's my thoughts on that. So aside from that, cool background, cool layout, cool environment for it. Going to be probably lots of supplies inside of the big spot. So I do like that opening sequence. Excited to see that in the series. Daryl, of course, looking more badass than always. And Michonne as well, not looking too happy that Sasha's giving her orders. Then that's the first scene. So then we get the build up overnight. Carol's kind of I think it was Carol explaining them, and we kind of find out as the trailer's going that the walkers are being siphoned or lured there by certain things. Like you see a deer head that's cut off, you see some rats, you see things of that nature, and we get the sense that they are being funneled somehow towards the prison. Like maybe the governor has set up some kind of like I don't know, food course for them to follow, or getting their attention and having them follow that way, luring them there and then leaving. Kind of similar to what Merle did to him, kind of. Nasty tactics though, because he doesn't want to fight the people at the prison. There's too many of them one-on-one in a gun battle or something. So instead he's basically torturing them. He's at least I think it's him setting up animals and things like that to lure them, funnel them like a wave towards the prison. So very cool. Also, we hear that the walkers in Season 4 are going to be, they're not moving apart as much, they're sticking more together now, so they're moving in herds more than they were in the past where they were spread out more. Now they're starting to all move together as herds, which is, I think, is kind of like that twist that they were talking about, which isn't really a twist, it's just that they seem to be kind of moving together as herds more often now, and there seems to be more of them for some reason. So there's that. Next, we have someone attack the cell block, Rick says. So somehow walkers got in the cell block. We don't know how. We don't know who. Maybe it was someone inside the prison part of the group that's crazy and wants to I don't know, unleash walkers on them or something. Or maybe the governor is somewhere near the prison and somehow let them in. knocked part of it down or something of the sort. So there's that, and that's a pretty exciting sequence there as well. Then we get Tyrese saying that they got to go get more supplies for the fences because they're not able to hold the fences up. That so many walkers are coming at them that they can't, reinforce the fences enough with just wood. They seem to still be coming through, and they don't really have a way to really stop them. So the fences look like they're going to collapse. So that's pretty exciting too. They're going to have to do that. Maybe that's what they're doing at the big spot, is trying to get some supplies so that they can reinforce the fences better. So that's cool stuff. I like that. Herschel says they may be safer outside than inside the prison. And in a picture, as well as some of this, you can see that he started to do some farming inside the prison fences with, I think there's a few pigs there or something like that in one of the pictures. So, starting to hint at the fact that they may be leaving, which of course they get into more later. And then, let's see, Tyrese's shock face as he kind of comes out and he's kind of like looking, like shocked for something. So let's start the predictions now. I mean, maybe I'll dedicate a whole video to that. What does he see? What's going on? What's happening? What do you guys think? Let me know what you think about that. That's a tough one. I'd rather probably not get into this now. That's one I could probably do a whole video on predictions for what Tyrese sees. You'd think with the emotional response it'd have to be like a child or a kid or Sasha or somebody close to him, I would tend to think. So one of those options. But anyway, like I said, we'll probably do a prediction about that later video in particular on just that topic. Then we move on from there. We find out from Herschel's narration that they've already lost 12 people, 2 of them killed in cold blood. So I assume that's probably as a result of what happened with someone attacking the cell block, that they lost all those people. Then number 8, again, like I mentioned earlier, is that someone's feeding them or luring them there. Glenn and Maggie are talking about leaving, and then we see the group as they're coming up. You've got Daryl's on his motorcycle, you've got the group in their cars, and they're getting ready to leave. Be interesting to see with that what they do about having all those additional people that they let in, that they let come and stay with the group, if they're going to be leaving them there, if they're going to be trying to take them with them, trying to protect them, or just let them go. But it does seem like they got in over their heads because they took in so many people that now you got to feed those people. They may not be able to protect themselves. They may not be useful as survivors. And basically, you take them in. Now you have to be the one to supply them with their food, their resources, and protection. So they're kind of a burden. So it'd be interesting to see if Rick's group, just the original group, and maybe Tyrese's Splinter Cell group leave the other people there. So I'm interested to see what happens with that, or if they're going to try to take them on the road with them. Either way, that's going to be interesting stuff for sure. So we'll see what happens with them leaving the prison. Excited to hear that they're leaving too, because then we'll get to see some new environments, and at the end you hear about this possible sanctuary, which sounds too good to be true. Interesting thing about that is in the car you see you don't see Rick there with them, with Daryl, Tyrese, and the rest. Rick's not there, so that to me is intriguing. Is he in another car with Carl? Probably, but why is Daryl with Tyrese? Daryl is Rick's right-hand man. He should always be with Rick. So maybe I'm reading into that too much. Maybe it's nothing. Maybe it's something. So there's that, and let's see, Tyrese, Zombie Slayer. So that's an awesome scene where Tyrese is just like hacking up, sort of like on the banner poster for The Walking Dead season 4, where you see all these walkers around him, and he's just like he's hammering them. I love that scene, and then you have Bob Stuckey near there as well. And then you have Herschel, and he says, risk your life no matter what you do. You know, if you drink water, you risk your life, and then the choice is, what are you going to risk your life for? Fighting for. Then 13, we have Tyrese. Rick tells him to calm down, or tells somebody to just calm down. He's got his hands around Daryl, and then he turns around and hits Rick with a right hook. And then after we see his face is all bashed up. So we'll see what happens with that. Maybe Daryl and Rick let him have it, or maybe just Rick by himself beat his ass. I guess we'll see what happens with that. Which is cool, because that's kind of from the comic books too, where they get into a fight and Tyrese and Rick scrum a bit. And Tyrese ends up winning the comic book series, but I'd like to see in the television series Rick win, or maybe Daryl have to jump in and the both of them just beat the snot out of it. That's brutal to say, but I kind of hope so, because again, Tyrese is a fairly new character. We're attached emotionally to Daryl and Rick, but not really Tyrese so much at this point. So that's interesting. Next, we have a weird scene, which is Beth, and she's like right against Daryl, and it just looks weird, man. It's weird, dude. I don't know. I don't know what to say about that one, because there's also the one with Daryl and Carol's right beside him talking to him and all that stuff, and you think they were going to hook up for the longest time. So maybe Beth will follow the comic book storyline of Carol. That could be it. That could be where they're going. It looks like it, because she's like real close to him and stuff. He may reject her because she's an underager or close to it. Is she still an underager? She's got to be close. Maybe 18 or 19 maximum. Maybe still an underager. But those laws don't really apply anymore. But still, could she commit suicide? Oh man, that's gonna be interesting to see if she fills Carol's role in the television series. I think that might be where they're going with that. So we'll see what happens with that. And like I said before, the sanctuary thing. Sounding too good to be true. They got to find somewhere to go, so I guess we'll see. Is it Alexandria? Is it something else? I guess we'll see where they go with that. So anyway, for a first once-over review without me going too much into each detail, I'm at a little bit over 11 minutes, so that's pretty good. Most people on YouTube, their videos are not like mine. Like, I go into a lot of depth, and I put a lot of time. Some people say, oh, you got to do longer. The videos have to be longer. Most dudes on YouTube do like 3 to 5 minute videos. Most YouTube partners. They barely go into any detail. So I go into a lot of detail compared to other people. Just saying. Just saying. I know that's random, but just saying. So anyway, I think that's about all I got to say about this, about the trailer so far. Please submit your video requests about the trailer to me. So far, my ideas are basically, what does Tyrese see? Prediction for the trailer. Like, who does he find, or what is he so all gawky-eyed for? Is Beth going to fill the role of Carol from the comic book series? And those of you who read the series know what I'm talking about. And I mean, maybe the sanctuary thing, maybe discussing that. I mean, there's lots of different ideas. So please submit your ideas to me, guys, in the comments or private message. And thumb up any ideas that you would like to see made into videos. That's pretty much it. So that's it for my trailer review. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed the trailer. I really enjoyed the trailer. Really looking forward to it. And the only thing I find weird is the governor's not in it at all. At least not directly. Like, we don't actually see David Morrissey in the trailer. So we'll see his reveal and when it's done. It actually looks like it might be a few episodes in before we even see him. Like 3, 4, 5 episodes before we kind of find out that he's the one messing with them and using all these guerrilla tactics to really kill people at the prison and mess them up. Ooh, like torturing them, like vengeance, you know, without just straight up fighting him, but using these tactics. Brutal. At least we think it's him. We'll see what happens. Anyway, I think that's about all I want to say for the trailer for now. Lots more gonna come, and lots more ideas and things over time. So that's just the nature of things. That's the way it is. So anyway, I'll call it here. That's it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you for the next one. This is Trev, and I'm saying peace.